Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Savance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, we got an absolutely insane show here for you guys here today. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, we are here again. As you guys know, this Michael Jordan, LeBron James GOAT debate, it's just, to me, I just feel like it's so contrived. I feel like it's so contrived, and I feel like it's a lot of people that want this thing to be a debate when in reality it's not. I think they're just doing this because there's nothing else better to like, well, LeBron is still playing, so, well, yeah, that'd be a good narrative. Let's argue that. Like, I feel like it's one of those things, right? I feel like it's one of the, and really this thing was hijacked back in 2010 when they were actually comparing the Kobe to Jordan after Kobe picked up his 5th ring. That was really where this started, and then this thing, they got hijacked in 2016 by Clutch Sports, Nike, and all of these guys when they started pushing this nonsense. But so in the midst of this kind of LeBron, Michael Jordan push, from time to time you hear some bizarre takes, right, from various people, maybe analysts on television or from athletes. But the one we heard from Dwyane Wade about a day ago just absolutely floored me, right? I want to put up an image here from Bleacher Report because this is where I first saw it. And this is what, I'm just going to show you the picture before we actually get into the sound of what D. Wade said. So Dwyane Wade said this: Michael Jordan is the greatest player I've ever watched. LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen. When I saw that, I said to myself, I cannot believe he wrote this dumb or they put this here for people to consume. But there's actually the sound that we want to get to, because it's better maybe you guys hear him explain his thoughts fully, right? But before we even get into what D. Wade had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, PrizePicks. PrizePicks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. PrizePicks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week I'm really looking forward to some of these upcoming games. This week I'm picking Stephen Curry for more than 29 points. I'm picking Kevin Durant for more than 27 points. I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo for more than 12 rebounds, and I'm picking Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love PrizePicks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. All right, cool. So what we want to do is I want to play what D. Wade had to say. It's not a long audio, maybe like 40 minutes or 40 seconds or so. So take a listen to what D. Wade had to say here, and I'm going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to what D. Wade had to say here.
I do have a new answer of the way I'm going to start answering this question. When people ask me, I'm going to say, Michael Jordan is the greatest player I've ever watched. He is the greatest player I've ever watched.
Okay.
LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen.
Oh, I saw what you just did right there.
You feeling me?
I felt that.
I never saw Michael Jordan. I watched Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Saw and I've seen LeBron James up close and personal.
Close.
I played against and I played with. I personally have not seen a greater basketball player, but I've watched a great basketball player.
Excellent. So you heard his comments. Now, I just want to read the first comment from one person that commented on it. He wrote this. He said, bro thought he was Socrates. And about 25,700 people liked the comment. And I think this gentleman here, or this I think it's a guy, Cassius, yeah. I think this guy pretty much summarized what I think Dwyane Wade thought he was trying to accomplish here, which was I think D Wade thought he was being deep and like introspective and giving you guys some kind of nuanced take. Do you know then in language, let's use the English language for a second. Do you know that there are multiple words to describe the same thing? I give you an example. Car, motor car. Car, vehicle. All right? They're both cars, right? To say I watched and I've seen, it's the same action. It literally means the same thing. So what D Wade essentially said, if we swap out both words, it goes, Michael Jordan is the greatest player I've ever seen. LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen. Now, some people that will try to defend this, whatever this is, will tell you, no, there's a difference, because it's one thing to watch Michael Jordan on TV. It's another thing to see Dwyane Wade, LeBron James in person. Okay, so how do you know either of them are good? What are you doing that would let you understand either of them are good? What action are you taking? What's the thing that you're doing that would help you come to the conclusion that, forget about who's better, that these guys are good at all? What do you have to do to watch them, right? Right? So if you're watching Michael Jordan and you're watching LeBron because you're all talking in past tense, you just essentially said the same thing. And I think the reason D Wade said this is because he still has to do this politically correct mumbo jumbo. He has to still kind of play the game, and LeBron is his guy, and we get all of that. But I think really at the core of it, that's what it was. He didn't really want to take a position because, well, it wouldn't be right to say that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, being LeBron's former teammate. It just wouldn't. It just because you rarely, I don't think I've ever heard a Michael Jordan teammate say LeBron is with the exception of Scottie Pippen. But Scottie Pippen has flip-flopped so many times, by now he should be a Salmon. That's how much flip-flopping he's been doing on that topic. He's the one guy, but I've heard him flip-flop on the matter so many different times. In the case of D Wade, I sincerely am confused about what the hell it is he thought he was trying to say in this sound. I'm confused. Now, I'll give you guys something that I used to say when comparing Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan. I didn't get to watch Michael Jordan's career live. I saw him on the Wizards, but I wasn't really watching him on the Bulls. But I did see Kobe Bryant play live, right? Just to be clear, Dwyane Wade is talking about seeing because he's played with him, as he said. So he's talking about like up close, right? But I've always said, as a Kobe guy that watched Kobe Bryant play live, not in person, but live, I said there's a person, I've never seen anybody play basketball like while he was playing that good live. Why? Because I never saw Jordan. But after I watched the footage of MJ and actually got to watch him play, which is essentially what I did with Kobe, I watched him play, it became pretty clear to me that Michael Jordan was better. Now, how did I know Michael Jordan was better? Because I watched him play. So D Wade has watched Jordan. He's watched LeBron, but still he wants to kind of play this game of, oh, well, bro, you said the same thing, man. Matter of fact, if you didn't want to answer the question, just say, I have no answer, or no comment on this question. And we would have moved right the hell on. But these comments were pretty bizarre. Like, it made no sense whatsoever. Like, it made no sense. And it was just bad. Like, it was really bad. And I don't know why Bleacher Report posted this. Now I get it. I know why, because they're trying to make it seem like it's a GOAT debate. But I think they did D Wade a disservice here by posting this. I really do, because I don't understand this point. And at the end of all of this, D Wade, who's better? Who's better? And he'll tell you, oh, it's Michael Jordan. So then what are you talking about? You've seen, so obviously after watching the two of them, you still came to the conclusion of Michael Jordan. So why didn't you just say that to begin with? He could have simply said, Michael Jordan is the greatest player ever, and I think the LeBron James is the second greatest, and that would have been the end of the conversation. But to say all of this stuff right here, bro, I don't know what, I don't, like, exactly. One gentleman wrote, are we finished or are we done? Like, what are we talking about right now, bro? These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. I'm out. Peace.